Come out wherever you are. Ah, it's a Thursday evening. Hello, hello. Waiting for everyone to shuffle on in. Thursday evening. Welcome to Fortune Cookies. So you got some good celebrity stuff going on. I see everybody shuffling in. Welcome, my pretties. So I hope everyone had a great day. So it's a happy day today. Today is Johnny Depp's birthday. Happy birthday, Johnny Depp. Hello, Monica. So we're going to do a happy birthday reading for him at the end. We're going to do a pretty big one. But we're going to hold that off until the end. I have my glasses off so you guys don't get that weird reflection, but I'm so exhausted from my day job. It's not even funny. Those of you that watched last night, you got a sneak peek. You got to see what Gregopedia actually looks like, which I think was hilarious. But we're going to start off today with Brad and Angelina. So let's get my screen up here. We're going to make the cards nice and big. And we got a bunch of different decks. So I'm not sure which one we're going to go for. When we do Johnny's reading, we're going to use just the regular standard Ryder weight because they're going to be nice and itty bitty for what we need because we're going to do like a big 12-month thing. So I hope everybody's having a great day so far. Please like, share, and subscribe. As always, you can book your own magical reading with me at the link in my description here. So, hi, Audrey. Hi, Serendipity. Hi, guys. So we're going to start out with Brad and Angelina. So I'm going to give you a little bit of background on it, and we're going to use the Witch's Tarot deck. This Ellen Cannon read. I'm not going to get sick of it anytime soon. I know it's got that big crazy thing in there. Hi, Celtic Rune. So I'm glad everybody's here. Hope you have bellies full of dinner. I just finished my day job, and when I do my day job over here, I just turn to the right and I have you guys. And this is like the best part of my day. This is the part of my day that I look forward to. This is the easy part of my day. My day job is like pretty crazy. So Brad and Angelina. Once upon a time, there was a couple named Brangelina, and they got together under very mysterious circumstances. There was a lot of hubbub about that, a lot of Hollywood hubbub. Personally, I was Team Angelina. I did really think that they were an amazing couple. Oh, Celtic Rune. I love grilled cheese sandwiches. Thumbs up, everybody, if you like a grilled cheese sandwich. There's nothing like a grilled cheese sandwich. So, they bought a vineyard in France. Now, one of the things that I liked about them is, they were super not conventional. Their kids all spoke different languages, which I think is really key. My parents were very big on foreign languages and music and having that kind of immersive life experience. And, if nothing else, it makes you really fun when you go to parties. You can, people are always, intrigued that I can speak Russian and that I play the cello. I play the cello very badly, really, really badly. So they bought this vineyard for their, not to steal Josephine Baker, but their rainbow. Was it Josephine Baker that had the Rainbow Tribe? For their Rainbow Tribe of children. And they had 50-50 ownership of it after the divorce. It really was Brad's baby, and it was it's been billed as a passion project for him. And they did get married there, it's my understanding. So lot of probably emotion wrapped up in it. Now, what part of my company, when I set it up, it's actually Fortune Cookies Tarot and Charming Homes, because my sweet pea friend Shelly Creepshow, you see her on here sometimes. Shelly also makes really cool home products, and we were going to do like a whole line of like little talismans and spells that you can like hang in your house for protection or to make your house feel right. I really am very big on the presentation of the home. Hi, Sally. Good evening. the presentation of the home and the energy that you put into your home. Because when people come over, and all of us have been there where, you may go to someone's house and you're like, oh, like I could just die here. Like I could just hang out all day long. And then there's other houses and like, you don't even want to sit down. You just want to get in and get out and, drop off your Girl Scout cookies or whatever you're going to do. So, this vineyard in particular probably has a lot of bad, energy around it. I'm not saying that it's haunted, it's poisoned, anything like that. It probably has a lot of heavy energy. Mostly because there was a lot of fighting going on there. There was the wedding and raising their families. That'll give like a lot of chaotic energy and excitement. And then if they were fighting there and there was a lot of drama and possibly drama around drinking, probably some icky kind of energy there. So tra-la-la, going through the divorce. In October, and I'm looking down at my notes, October 2021, Angelina sold her 50% to an investor who's also involved in other liquor companies. That wasn't a kind of thing. Yuri Scheffler. So now he is involved in liquor companies, alcoholic companies. So it kind of makes sense. But Brad filed documents last week in LA and said that the reason she sold to this particular person was to intentionally harm him, and to intentionally harm the brand. And it really is like a hostile takeover at this point, apparently, with the individuals that are being brought in. The contention here also is that they had agreed that they would give each other the first right of refusal if they were going to sell their half, and she did not do that. She just went ahead and sold her half. So I would like to see what in the stuffing was Angelina thinking when she sold that. So let's see if this was like a malicious attempt or if she needed the money. Let's see what we've got there. So like I said, we're going to be using Ellen, Ken, and Reed cards. Expensive tarot. We'll just say expensive tarot. Lady of the Lake, greetings to you. So this is going to be Angelina's intention for selling her portion of Miraval, which is the name of the French vineyard. Well, she was nervous about it. She was nervous about doing it. And she wanted to break up. It was almost like this was her final tether to him. Even though they have kids. Oh, thank you, Serendipity. Please like, share, and subscribe. Even though, they are split up. They are divorced. They're no longer together. This was really like her final tether to him, and she just wanted to be done with it. It was her moving on here. Now, in this particular deck, we get a really strong foundation of money here. So there's really a financial incentive for her to give up her portion of it. And she knew that there was going to be an issue with it. She knew she had some anxiety about it. So the Nine of Swords, that's our anxiety and anticipation card. So, and this is, I hate to say it, this is one of the only cards I wrote on. I don't know if you can see my writing. Part of the reason I'll never sell. I still have this stupid cough. So when we have a situation like this is our Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is the woman traditionally in bed, sitting up with the swords all over her. It's anxiety. It's not sleeping well, having nightmares. This card, it feels a little bit different. Okay, this is the anticipation before you have a duel. Now, Gregopedia and I, we do have fencing equipment. We've fenced a few times. We're not experts by any stretch of the imagination, but when you're standing there with the sword, you really are, kind of a coiled spring, ready to go, and a little bit nervous. Then we have our Two of Cups, which is the uncoupling. If it's upright, it's a little bit better. It's much better. But it's upside down. This is our uncoupling. This is our tearing apart, coming apart, not being together, not cooperative anymore, and also breaking a trust. So there's this breaking trust here. So we really have that. So I think that she got a deal that she couldn't refuse, and we'll pull a few more cards on that just to see. Well, she thought she was moving forward, and then she thought that there's something about the Vineyard that doesn't sit well with her. There's a lot of not good memories there, and I don't think it's not good memories about what he did. It's not good memories about how she reacted, and it's almost like if you were walking across a stream and there were stepping stones. There are a few stepping stones on that path that are like all like blown up and crumbly and ouchy if you were to step on them. And I think she regrets that she didn't play her hand a little bit better. I think there was a lot more emotion involved than she had wanted on her part. I think she really, she's a very passionate spirit and creature. There's a lot of positive passion, and she's very physical. But I think in this circumstance, she let it take over that logical brain, and she was regretful of that. So that's really what's going on here. So does she regret now? That was Raven. Raven's here. Does she regret what she did now that Brad has filed suit? No, it's more of like, well, this is like typical of him to get mad. This is, of course he's going to get mad. Like, this is just what he's like. He's just, going to be difficult and just going to be a thorn in my side. But deep down, shadow self, she knew this was going to get a rise out of him. Shadow self. So, let's get some info on this Yuri Scheffler. And I'm going to get a cough drop. I'm sorry, people. I don't like doing readings with a cough drop in my mouth because I'm like, hey, I sound like Nancy Pelosi. And I really don't want to do that, but I don't want to cough through this whole thing either. So, and just a reminder, tomorrow night, Dueling Tarot is a little bit earlier, 5:30 on the East Coast. So tune in earlier. We're going to have a true happy hour. Yuri Scheffler. Yuri Scheffler. What's he all about? What is he all about? Six of Pentacles. That's an interesting card. This is abundance and generosity. This is, sorry about that. Facebook user, whoever you are, shadow self is the, not to quote Oprah and Harry, but the me you can't see, it's the you is you on the inside. And sometimes more often than not, it's the you that you refuse to face. So, like if you're a slob, but like you tell people, oh, I'm not a slob. I'm really neat and orderly, but the reality is that you're a slob and you're just not facing it. That kind of situation. If you are, sneaky and manipulative, which, I don't want to say she was sneaky and manipulative, but I think, there was some practicality to selling her portion of the vineyard, and they kind of justify it. Someone like that would kind of justify it to themselves and go, well, I really need the money, and so what? It's not going to make a difference anyway. He's still going to have his half, so I think she was in denial about, what kind of storm she was starting. So if Yuri has this 6 of Pentacles, which is generosity and abundance, he has the abundance and he's able to give it out. So we're going to put that up on the top, and then we're going to get a little bit more on him. Sorry. I gotta get a better setup here. I feel like I'm not doing, I don't give you guys a really good visual. We need to get this a little bit better for you. I'll work on it possibly this weekend. So he is a very self-involved guy. He's not going to spare anybody's feelings. And he's certainly not going to spare anybody's feelings if he's going to lose some money out of it. So, that he projects a really, really problem solving, abundant, creative. He's a guy that walks into the room and he's the key man. He's going to fix everything. He's going to make it happen. He's going to turn things right. The machine's broken. He's going to fix it. Not physically fix it, but he's going to set things right, and he's going to make them profitable. That's really where he's coming from. And I think that's where the rub is coming here. I think he wants to turn a profit at this vineyard. And that's not what Brad wants to do. Brad wants to kind of handcraft and, he wants to get his hands in the dirt and make the wine and stomp the grapes. Not really stomp the grapes, but he wants, a handcrafted, really wonderfully produced product with a lot of effort and, sweat equity in it. I hate to say, not in wine. No one wants sweat equity in their wine, but this other guy wants to come in and turn it into more of a commercial, productive, factory type thing. And that's not the two ideas are not the same. This isn't like hey, let's Brad Pitt almost wants to make wine and sit around with his friends around a fire pit and say, hey, well, what do you think? Should I make it this way? Should we add something? He almost wants to do that. And this guy, it's not about that celebration of friends. It's not about that enjoyment. It's more about the business of it, and that's a problem. So and the two of them value wise are very, very different minded. So this guy thinks oh my god, this is such a waste of this vineyard. It could be doing this, and it could have all this revenue, and it could be world renowned, and it's just not what Brad wants. He is trying to see the other perspective and the value in it. He can't. He absolutely can't. He just doesn't understand. So what is going to be the outcome of this situation? And to be sure, I don't know if this is everyone's like so hypersensitive to anyone that's Russian. Everybody gets kind of their back up right away, and it's a hostile takeover, that kind of thing. I'm not getting the sense that this is a bad guy. Oh, Celtic word, let me see. Now, wait. Hey, feathers, what I said. Jealous of the orchard. Yeah. Okay. Brad wants to be hands-on, so Brad wants artistic touch. Yes. Oh, I thought you were agreeing with me. So what's the best solution? Let's find a pathway here. So what is Brad's best solution? And what is Yuri's best solution? We're going to do two piles. We're going to do a little storytelling for y'all. Let's see if these two men can work in the same room. I don't know if they can. Whoop, whoop. Sloppy shuffle. Everybody that's here, thanks so much for watching. Hope you had a great day. Hope you're having a great evening so far. Next week, I'm going to be a little bit short on time because we've got graduations and all kinds of crazy stuff going on. So I'm going to try and squeeze in maybe a couple recorded readings. I still like doing the live ones. Let me know in the comments. You guys like the live readings, or would you rather I do the recorded ones and like have like a few recorded ones up there? We're going to go crack, Brad, Yuri. All right. So how am I going to do this? So we'll do Brad. So this is storytelling for the two of them. And what's the best course of action? So Yuri, best course of action is to not resist the change. If he's going to stay there, to embrace the change and try and understand how someone else can see it. Brad's got the 10 of Swords, which is, the 10 of Swords is traditionally the lay down and die card. That's the one where we've got our guy and he's got all the swords stuck in his back. He's like, stick a fork in me. I'm dead. I can't take it anymore. This one still has a little bit more life to it. Okay. So we're not quite, stick a fork in me. If it's upside down, kind of the battle's over for me with this deck. But this one, there's still a little bit of fight. Like, it's almost like, hey, we're going to go to the next level of what we're fighting about. And then we have our 5 of Pentacles, which is, this is lost and bereft. But when it's upside down, there's some focus there. So we still have some focus, but they both feel very, very separate. It feels very separate minded. So, so Yuri's not going to like that his ideas are not being embraced, and also that there's just no profitability there. He's not going to like the profitability there. The 4, Brad has to understand that it's not really a home anymore. At one time, it was a home, and the vineyard felt a lot better. This is something that the transition of the other 50% is something that he is going to ascribe to the bad vibe that he's got at the vineyard now. It doesn't have that homey feel. There's not a bunch of kids there. There's not a lot of running around and action. When you have that many kids in your house, it stirs up all the energy in the corners. Like, one of the things that I try and get my kids to do is to feather dust. I love feather dusters, like the big rhea feathers. They're not actually ostrich feathers, but they're rhea feathers that you usually buy, feather dusters. But dusting out the corners, just doing that every day, stirs up the energy, and it gets the energy that's trapped in those corners to move around your house. It's part of what I like to do to keep my house feeling very rhythmic and vibrating at a welcoming, entertaining, nice level. So he's going to find that it's not there, but it's something that they did. So he may be able to repair it. So I think Brad's going to buy him out. Now, this isn't a money card. I've got the 10 of Cups and the 2 of Cups. And the 10 of Cups is happy family. I think Brad's going to buy him out. I think Brad is going to say, listen, this is my baby. And I think he's going, there's going to be some level of regret. I shouldn't say he's going to buy him out. He's going to make him an offer. He is going over an offer to him. And he's going to say, I just want this to be mine. Like right now you're in my house. So I think maybe that's part of what this is, that this is contributing to. Right now you're in my house and I don't want you in my house. I don't want to live with you. Ace of Pentacles. Brad's going to make that offer. He's going to make that offer. And then we have our 5 of Wands, but it's in reverse. So we're not going to be battling over this anymore. We're going to be finalizing it. So Yuri's not going to get tangled up in this. He's got plenty of other things that he can do. This is not the only thing he can do. Brad will be the captain of his ship again. 9 of Pentacles. So the 9 of Pentacles is in reverse. 9 of Pentacles, everybody remembers what this gal is. She is my lady in Kept Woman. She's in the garden. She has the falcon on her arm, and she has all these abundant things, but she has given up some level of freedom. When we get it in reverse, Brad is now being gifted some freedom. He's the King of Wands. He has this level of freedom. It doesn't feel like there's a lot of money in there, but I don't really think he needs it. I don't think they're really hurting for money. So it looks like that actually is going to be a happy ending for Brad Pitt. It doesn't feel like it's going to be a horrible court case. It's certainly not going to be a Depp Heard thing. It feels like they're going to go in there and because these two don't have any emotion with each other. I think they're going to go in there and be very practical about how they are going to exit from this unexpected relationship. Let's put it that way. So survey says we're going to do final outcome. Final outcome. I have had a dream of Jeannie stuck in my head all day. Final outcome. 4 of Wands. It's going to be home again. All right. So that's a very happy card. Blessings all about. Yay. Oh, I didn't even know that we could get that wine here, Audrey. Oh. Audrey, if you have a link to the wine that he actually makes there, I would love that. If you would put it in the comments, that'd be great. Or you could even email it to me at fortunecookiestarot@gmail. I can't even talk today. Well, Greg, we're talking about Brad Pitt. Gregopedia is here. Everyone say hi to Gregopedia. He's in the chats. Better acting. Acting for what? It's Brad Pitt. It's Brad Pitt and Angelina. So, I think that was pretty good. But I don't know what that is, Greg. Everyone's saying hi. Or better acting from me? Is it me that has to act better, Greg? So, acting! So, all right. That said, we're going to keep it nice and short tonight, but this might not be that short. We are going to do happy birthday for Johnny Depp. So let's do it. And I was going to use that weird Johnny Depp deck that I have. I mean, it's not really Johnny Depp, but feels like Johnny Depp. But I think we're going to need the room here. So what month is it? It's June. Hi, Raven. Raven's here too. So, oh, that's a wave, Greg? It doesn't look like a wave. Does that look like a wave? It doesn't look like a wave. All right, so we're going to start at 6 o'clock down here, and we're going to go around for 1 year. Okay, we're going to give Johnny Depp 1 year. I should have actually tagged him in this video. Johnny Depp, do a reading for you. Happy birthday. I have a friend who is a couple that I'm friends with that are paranormal investigators. And I have to do Sandy's birthday reading as well. So, Johnny Depp, how's your year gonna go? Let's see. Sorry, I just want to make sure we... All right, so we've got June. Oh, that makes sense. July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. All right. This is pretty cool. And then overall, we'll do... I think we'll do some karmic stuff on this too. Heart of the matter. Oh! Oh, it's a great reading. Somebody tag him in this. And under the surface. Holy moly. All right. So for June, okay. Oops. Let me get rid of that. For June, this is happy birthday, Johnny Depp. Happy birthday, Johnny Depp. For June, this is and I was just talking about this card, stick a fork in me, I'm done. When we get this upside down, that means that we're through the bad stuff. We are through the anxiety. We're through the pressure. We're through the bullshit. And we go into July. July is going to be great. His PR is going to be in overdrive. And I just want to tell everybody, I've been saying that he was going to go into painting. So he was going to do something that was a little bit more low key and like kind of off to the side, and he wouldn't have to be out and about. He is doing an album with Jeff Beck, and I got a link from, I think Alicia sent it to me. Was it Alicia? It was either Alicia or Shelly sent it to me. He has prints of his artwork, but you have to buy it with like some kind of digital currency. So there was some kind of, I have to look at it more closely because I wasn't really, I was looking at it while I was at work and I was trying to do 27 things at once. And like Johnny Depp deserves my 150% attention. So, so what we've got is July, his PR is going to be all over the place. He's going to be like a triple threat. Hey, Raven, get over here. Come here. Don't eat anything. Sit. I think she was eating something, Greg. Stay right there, stinky. Oh, she's got such bad breath. So PR is going to be in overdrive. And then August, he's going to have a great summer. August, he is going to be setting... Raven, get out of there. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Get out. Go upstairs. Go. She's not listening to me. So in August, he's going to start formalizing those plans that he has for all of the creative stuff he's going to do. And he's going, there's going to be people like, he's going to have like agents. I wonder if we're going to see Isaac back. I wonder if he's going to partner back up with Isaac. So July, August, September, he is going to have some breakthroughs and he is going to be pulling away. Now, the devil card, September devil, the devil card, everybody gets worried about because it's scary and it's addictions and whatnot. This is breaking free of addictions. This is getting out of those old patterns. So I'm wondering if the artwork and the music that he's going to be working on, like a lot of people get nervous, like when people that have addiction issues, when they start to get into like the music industry and places like that. I think, getting involved with like Jeff Beck, and I know Alice Cooper's a really good friend of his, huge Alice Cooper fan. I think those are the right people for him to be involved in to actually make music versus like, it's not like he's hanging out with, young punks that are, doing tons of whatnot and, eating peyote for breakfast. Like, I really say that. I really said that. So I think September, we're going to start to see like a lot of breakthroughs and a lot of interesting stuff after all of this settles down. I think there's a lot of work that's going into himself right now. Sorry, cough drop. October. Here we are winning. These are all winning cards so far. He's just on a trajectory straight up. And this is like mastery of the self and coming into his own and leveling out. I think really he needed to throw this off. This marriage really needed to be thrown off him. I was looking at their astrological charts online, and there's a whole bunch of people that did their charts, and they basically were like really, really, really intense, bad chemical composition together. They just really weren't, they hi, I'm live. Take care of her because she's being annoying. Welcome back. Teenager in the house.
Sorry, I took a spill on my bike, so I was a little late.
I don't care if you're late. Hope you're okay. You fell. I didn't even see that. My son fell off his bike, but I didn't see it coming. So sit. I'm live.
I did a 180 and I accidentally my foot slipped off and I crashed into the curb.
Okay. I hope you're okay. You look fine. Go eat something.
My jeans are a little white.
Okay. Go eat something. World's best mother. Here, say hi to everybody.
This is a great mom.
Oh, this is a great kid. He's a great kid.
Take points from her. She did a great job.
So that one, he's a little gifted too. He's got a little of this. He doesn't know what time to come home, but he's got a little of this. So all the way through July, August, September, October, we're looking really good. We're on the up trajectory. And when we get to September, things are going to start to level out. So, we're going to see opportunities come to him, but he's not sure which direction he wants to go. So I think this is when we're going to see acting opportunities start to be presented to him. I think that's when maybe some people are going to tuck tail and say, hey, you know what? We kind of made a mistake. And like Captain Jack Sparrow was really a cool character and you really should be Grindelwald. I think we might see something like that. So what is it? What did I say again? So we're in June, July, August, September, October, November. Wait, June, July, August, September, October, November. November is when we're going to start to see that, I think. December, he's going to have some emotions in December, and he's going to feel bad for Amber, but he's going to feel bad that he's kind of alone. He's not gonna have a love interest. So it's going to be a little bit weird for him. He doesn't want to be really surrounded by, he's one of those people that loves to be in love. And he's not going to want to be surrounded by people that he pays. He's going to want to have people there that want to be there. Let me just pull a couple of cards because I'm getting Lily is coming through. Lily Rose is coming through. So, oh, sorry. Balancing his life is going to be a little bit tricky. It's almost like he's going to fill up one bucket and it's going to spill over into the next bucket. So, but I don't feel like he's going to have any issues with substance abuse, or I think that really was tied into the circumstance of the relationship. I think that's really what was bothering him. Or I shouldn't say that. I feel like that was fuel for a given circumstance. So I think she is going to be very protective of him. And I think she has some flexibility to do that. Now I see Celtic Rune is Jack coming through. I'm not getting Jack. Jack feels like personality wise, he's like kind of a river that runs deep. Like he's not, it feels like Lily's more the director of the kids, and like she's kind of more in there. I don't know if that's because she's just older. But Jack kind of feels like he's just kind of like still water, he's like still water, not lazy, just a little bit more reserved emotionally. The river runs under the ground. So so Jack is just glad that the chaos is done. And I don't know if you can see that. Sorry about that, guys. He's just glad that the chaos is done. And he just wants to kind of revel in the peace of it all. So let's pull these suckers off. I'm sorry I have to keep doing this. June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January. January, it's so nice. Slipping on the sliding ice. So January, this is gonna be vacation time. If he's not on that island, I'm gonna be surprised. He's gonna go recharge, and he's going to just kind of chill out. So we'll give him that. That's okay. Not worried about that. February, he is going to be going inward. And maybe because of Valentine's Day and not having a partner, but he's going to be going inward and figuring out what his destiny is. Like February feels like it is really going to be a notable month for him, leveling up spiritually, leveling up karmically. This is going to be far enough in the rearview mirror that he doesn't have to, it's just not going to be affecting him. He's not worried about the press anymore. He got his reputation back. He knows he's got solid fans, like all of us here. And he's just he's going to get his career back on track. And then he's going to go inward and figure out, where he is in the grand scheme of things. It's kind of cool. This is going to be a cool time for him. Might be a little awkward, but it's going to be a cool time for him. So June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. Okay. So March, April, May, last three. March is going to be like the weather. It's Wheel of Fortune. It's going to be up. It's going to be down. It's not, there's going to be a lot happening work-wise. February is going to be personal. January is going to be personal. He's going to be quiet on those months. He's going to be introspective. He's going to be recharging, not out and about. We may hear some PR, but I think it's going to be fairly quiet. March, we're going to start to see some things happening. There's going to be contracts that need to be signed, things that need to be put into place, and even more so in April of next year. And then May. I think we may see a resurgence of Amber in May. This potentially could be Amber. Or her legal team or something. There's going to be something that inserts itself into his life, and it's going to be annoying, not earth shattering. But it, something will happen then that's going to kind of take him out of his trajectory, if you will. Overall, the year for him, starting now, going to next year, he is back in the driver's seat. He is going to do all of the great things that the good Lord intended him to do on this planet, even though he started out as a musician and he accidentally became an actor, like the best actor that we've ever seen in our lifetime. And under the surface, he's reserved and protecting himself, taking care of his things. He's going to get the kind of money that he had before. He's going to have it again. He's not going to have to worry about buying a house or furnishing his island. He's not going to have to be worried about that. All of that's going to fall into play. He doesn't have to worry about the money that Amber's that she owes him. It's not an issue. He doesn't need it. He doesn't want it. I keep saying, if he does get it, he's going to donate it. So Audrey says, was he in the Eyes Wide Shut group? Those of you that follow Alicia know what that group is. It's a creepy group. And if so, will he get out? Or if he was trying to get out, that was why all this happened to him. So, Alicia and I, it's one of the things that we differ on. And it's one of the reasons I love reading with her, because when we first started reading together, Alicia and I, we were like, oh, what if we get totally different things? Like, we were wondering how it was going to play for you all live. And, the truth is that a lot of the time we get a lot of the same stuff. We both disagree about Her Majesty the Queen, but, the Eyes Wide Shut crew with Johnny Depp. And I do think that there's an Eyes Wide Shut crew, of course. But I didn't think that he was involved in it. I thought that there's almost like a different circle that he's a part of that kind of was just a very junior group. And like all of us, Generation Xers, is kind of just functioning on its own. It's like one of the things I love about Generation X is like, we're like constantly forgotten. They talk about, what is it? The baby boomers and Gen Z. And then they just kind of forget about us. There's a whole bunch of memes. And I think that to a certain degree, that happened in Hollywood too. I think there were a bunch of us, not that like I'm in Hollywood, but a bunch of my age group that just kind of didn't have to get involved in all that and just kind of did their own thing. River Phoenix, I think another one. I think they all were just kind of doing what they were doing and having a great time. And, they didn't need an organization to, make them go this way or make them go that way. They kind of were creating their own futures. So, and they were fabulous in and of themselves. So let's see what I get. Okay. I know she did. Amber, I kind of believe. So Johnny Depp, Eyes Wide Shut. He in the club. Devil card comes up. We're going to have an answer. So here we go. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, they probably were soliciting him. Why wouldn't they? He's Johnny Depp. But he did a balancing act. It looks like he kind of skirted around the periphery of it and like kept, and I don't want to say like he was, at the parties, but I think he might have been at the parties and just kind of left when the time was appropriate. And just said, hey, I got to go. Like my girl's waiting for me, or, I got to go pick up something, I think he did that. Eventually, I think, really strong impression of his kids right here. I think when the kids came along, that was when he really started to pull back from the whole, that whole kind of crowd, if you will. I don't know. Does he go to the Oscars and all that? Like, I don't know if I've ever seen him at the Oscars. He was willing to risk his career to not go. He felt that he had already established himself enough, and he made the decision not to be a part of it. It just wasn't in his purview. So, is that why all of this happened? Well, I'm asking too many questions. Did they send him Amber Heard? Did they send her? No. I think it was just a moment of weakness. Oh, there's our guy. I think it was a moment of weakness. I think it was just stupidity. Our knights, they don't always use their brains. Sometimes they use their... oh, you're right, Audrey. He did go to the Met Gala. And I have mixed feelings. I'm sorry, I have an itch on my foot. I have mixed feelings about the Met Gala. I don't know if that's like, if it's now the event that they go to, or if it always was. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But I definitely think it's an icky environment that I wouldn't want to be a part of. The Met Gala, I just wouldn't want to go to it. I think I have way too much sparkly eyeshadow on. I think it's sprinkled all around my eyes. My eyes look like, I just kind of look. Oh, Gregory. Oh my goodness. No, but they made a machine with an orphan. That's a reference to Venture Brothers. So yeah, I don't know if I mean, that would be like such a perfect storyline. Like, hey, they wanted him in the club, so they sent him Amber, and then she like blew his whole shit up. So is Amber in that club? Is Amber in that club? She wants to be. She tried to be. I think they turned her down. I think she's still offering to do whatever needs to be done to get there. Ew. So, did she tell them that she would bring in Johnny? Yes, that's a yes. That's a big yes. Big, fat yes. She said she could control him. She knew that would up her stock. She knew that it would sweeten the deal for her. So it looks like she was trying to get in there before him. He's a Hollywood legend. So of course, hitching your cart to his, that would be a surefire way to get in. But I don't think, that he, I think they would have wanted him. Why wouldn't they? So what is going to be his vocation of choice in the next year? Oh, good night, Serendipity. What is going to be his vocation of choice? We'll do art, music, acting. Okay. Let's see which ones. Watch will be like, just blows up all good cards all over. We'll do 3, 3, and 3. Okay. Art. Music. Acting. So, for the art one, there's a lot of people that doubt his ability, and there's a lot of people that want to get involved in it and have a hand in it and try to kind of direct his career. It's one of the things that does make it kind of sings to his soul, and it lets him lets him feel better. It's like a release when he does artwork, which is pretty cool. But he's trying to figure out how to fit that into all of the other boxes that he has, because it's, like he was a musician, then he was an actor by accident. Now he's going to become an artist. Like he almost is like, it's like kind of impossible. Like it's, it's incredible that it just couldn't happen. Now the music thing, I don't think he's going to love it. I think he likes playing, but I think playing as a professional musician, I think doing this album is going to be a fun thing, the Jeff Beck project. But I think at the end of it all, he's going to be like, it's not really, what I want to do. I'm hitching my cart to somebody else. I'm kind of getting in on their gig. And, if it's Jeff Beck is like, a tremendous musician, a tremendous talent. It's almost like he's going to want to take a backseat to that and just kind of be like special guest, thank you, Celtic Rune. You are the best. I actually I did make you a moderator, right? You're a wrench slayer for me, aren't you? I think you are. So I think the music thing, while it will be fun, it's not going to be this 100% drive for him. The acting thing, I've got some questions about it. So I think maybe we're going to have to wait a bit to see him. I think maybe there's some things that need to be worked out. There's still some resistance from some people. I think they have to wait until like everything falls out, until, we really get on the other side of the whole Amber Heard debacle. I think there's still a road to be passed before we get there. I think certainly we're going to have independent projects. I think he's going to be more keen on independent projects right away. I think he's a little gun shy with the larger studios because they did not run to his defense. It was when the accusation first came down and when TMZ put that video up, the kitchen cabinet video, I guess we're calling it. No one ran to his defense. No one was picking up the phone going, hey, what's going on? It was almost like they were asking like his agent and his accountant, and he was asking like all these peripheral people. It wasn't like anyone went to him directly and said like, hey, like, dude, what happened? Like, is everything okay? Are you okay? Like, no one said, are you okay? So it's like his jury is still out for them. Like they're going to have to, I know he said, it would take $100 million and a million alpacas. I would love a million alpacas to get him to do Pirates for Disney again. I think there's some legitimacy to that. I think, in terms of how he was treated, I think the silence from them when all of this was going down was deafening. And I think he really is going to, if the people call him, he's going to be like, oh, so now you're calling me now. Like, it's a shame I didn't hear from you, 6 months ago. It's a shame I didn't hear from you 5 years ago when I was in the shit, I'll think about it. I'll let you know. It's almost like he's not going to give them an answer. He's just going to be like, yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see what's going to happen with that. Is he going to be happy? Is he going to be happy doing what he's doing? See, is he going to be happy? Yes. That's a big fat yes. And he learned a lot from this. He learned a lot about how people work. And he is looking for that queen. He does need someone to sit on the other side of the throne. I think in the course of really coming to terms with how everyone behaved during this, I think he is going to sort out the things that he really wants and the people that he really wants. I don't want to say, anything about his relationship with Winona Ryder or with Kate Moss or with Vanessa Paradis. But certainly this particular relationship was something that was based on illusion. And he's very, very cautious about illusion now. Substance is going to be key for him. He wants someone who has a lot more built into them, is a lot more interesting, a lot more legitimately intellectual. I know Amber always had like a book on her and has stacks of books on her, Instagram. But, whether or not, you can't read that much and still be that crazy. Audrey, that's a good one. All right, I'm not going yet. I'm not going yet. Hang on. What are they going to have him be in Beetlejuice 2? I don't even know what the plan is for that. So let me look it up. I'm going to see if it's there. Whoops. Role for Johnny Depp in Beetlejuice 2. So what's the intention? Film is expected to be released in June of 2025. Who plays Alan in what? Blah, 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 blah. Oh, fun fact, Molly Ringwald turned down the role of Lydia in Beetlejuice. So, no, there's nothing there. They're just saying it'll be a big hit for him. Let me see if there's something a little bit deeper. Call sheet, Beetlejuice 2. No, there's nothing about the plot, nothing. So, sorry. Well, I digress. I got 3 more people signed up. So, will Johnny Depp do Beetlejuice 2? still up in the air. So we've got I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think he wants to do the movie with Winona because he's scared. Oh my goodness. So, do you see what I see? I think he's very concerned about doing the movie with her because he doesn't want to interfere with anything that's going on with her. Oh my God, could you imagine? I'd be so excited if they go back together. Sorry, I couldn't hold that in. It just kind of burst out. He doesn't want to interfere with anything that she has going on. But the Tower upright is powers that we have very little control over. Events and fates that we have very little control over. And then we get into the happy family, all things brought back home, and then that coming together. That is very interesting. How's Winona feel? So she is almost kind of manifesting some kind of restoration of a friendship. There's a big R, though. This is a big R. Not having his kids. She's like that. I should have had his babies. I should have had his babies. Not that his kids should be hers, but definitely that that should have been her future. It's a little bit sad here. This is a little bit sad. But he's the love of her life. I don't know who she's with now, and I'm sorry, but he is the love of her life. And there's a lot of like what ifs going on. What ifs. Maybe we'll do what if. It's Thursday. Hands up who wants a what if. We'll do what if they stayed together. We'll take a look at that. See what their lives would have been like. She doesn't feel like she's in a place that she could do that. She doesn't feel like she's coming from a place of power. I really hurt my finger. I don't know what I just did, but my finger's all jammed up. Let's do some what if. I didn't even wait for you guys to put your hands up. What if Winona and Johnny stayed together? What if they stayed together all this time? What would Johnny's life have been like if they stayed together all this time? So it looks like he would not have felt complete. There's something there. Hi, Nikki. There's something there that would not have felt complete, and he would have been stepping out on her. I'm not sure why. That's really weird. And they eventually would have fallen out of love and not been in. he would have fallen out of love and he would have stepped out. Would it have been Amber? Was that like a collision course that just sloppy shuffle? Did you see that? Just kind of sloppy shuffle. Just went. Maybe Amber, was Amber destiny for him? Was Amber a destiny? Forced lesson from the universe. We've all had those, right? Like we've all had those. Forced lesson was to learn strength. He had to get his way out of it to find the happy ending. So what would Winona's life have been like if they stayed together? Let's see. I don't like that he steps out. She would have divorced him, and she would have been regretful. Heart of the matter. She would have left with like nothing though. Looks like we have that Empress card there. Would they have had kids? Hi, Boo Boo.
Hi. Hi, Rita.
No. No, it looks like it wasn't their destiny to have kids together.
I never asked. What kind of reading are you doing?
This is what if Johnny Depp and Winona Ryder stayed together?
I'm assuming the outcome is kind of good right now.
No, they were not destined to have children together.
Oh, okay.
So
It would be cool if we could have seen Johnny Depp in Stranger Things, though.
Oh, you are a smart kid.
It would have been.
There's a rumor that he's going to be in Beetlejuice too, possibly.
Okay.
Really?
No, I don't know. Well, you cannot match the title that the first Beetlejuice had. You're not going to be able to.
Beetlejuice 2? Wouldn't they just make it Beetlejuice, and then Beetlejuice 3 is Beetlejuice?
No, the third one would be It's Showtime.
Isn't that the fourth one? That's not the fourth one?
No.
So, are they ready to be together now?
Hey, Mike's watching your thing, right?
Yes.
Can you ask him if it's okay if I use his computer?
Just text him.
Okay.
I don't know if he's on.
I have a feeling in the chat he's just going to say no. Actually, I want to wait and see if he just texts me. Raven, get out of the bag.
So sound off in the chat, Audrey. What do you think? Dr. Leo Marvin, I'm untying my knots. It looks like they're both untying their knots. They're both much better at communication now. He is much better at showing emotion. She is much better at communicating to him. So it's going to be interesting. So let's see. Heart of the matter. We got the ooey gooey center of it all. Balance under the surface. They're sick of not being fulfilled. Yeah, that's not to say that Johnny Depp didn't have fulfillment in other relationships, but this last one, I think we all agree that it wasn't very fulfilling. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see them in the same room, but he needs time to heal. So let's not put pressure on him. Let's not have our high school torchbearer, please get back together. Let's just let him heal up for a little while. So, yep, right in the middle. And we are going to pop back on. I'm in my chair. Sorry, I had to sit down. I have been standing all day. I hope all of you enjoyed that. If you jumped in halfway through, you can watch it on the replay. Oh, my hair looks great, doesn't it? Look, it's like, here, I'll show you what it looks like. This is what I look like after a whole day of work, where I'm like tearing my hair out. My hair's like all over the place. So, again, if you guys would like your own magical reading, you can set up an appointment with me at the link in the description of the video. Also, tomorrow night, Dueling Tarot with Alicia Wicker. We're going to be on at 5:30 East Coast time. So that's, I guess, 2:30 West Coast, 2:30. 2:30. We always make our dental appointments at 2:30. I'm not even kidding. That's like, it's the easiest way to remember it. So, Nikki, yeah, you can watch the replay. Last night actually was a couple of really good readings too. So, you can watch yesterday's too. Like, share, and subscribe. Can't wait for tomorrow, 5:30. Be there, be square, and everybody have a great night. Go get a good night's sleep. I'm having a great time doing Dr. Joe Dispenza's meditations. I actually have a few of them now, and like getting really deep and heavy, working that pineal gland, going bananas. It's really lighting up the fire. So super cool. So I will see you all tomorrow. Mwah. Have a great night.